Pope Francis is in Portugal for the World Youth Day Festival. Hundreds of thousands of young people are taking part. While the festival is a celebration, the Pope began his visit by confronting Portugal's dark legacy of clergy sex abuse. Chris Livesay joins us from Lisbon. Chris, good morning.
Good morning, Nate. Pope Francis wasted no time in addressing the biggest stain on today's Catholic Church, meeting privately with victims of clerical sex abuse on his first day of World Youth Day. Arriving in Lisbon, Portugal for this international celebration of faith, Pope Francis quickly addressed the elephant in the room. A report issued earlier this year said nearly 5,000 minors had been sexually abused by Portuguese clergy since the 1950s. Speaking before bishops, the pontiff blasted them for the scandals that have marred the church and called for ongoing purification, demanding victims be accepted and listened to. It's a painful topic these young Catholics didn't come here to deal with. World Youth Day has been dubbed the Catholic Woodstock. And Pope Francis is their rock star.
I absolutely love Pope Francis.
These kids are from Norwalk, California. Members of the St. John of God parish each had to raise $3,500 to get here. Some have undocumented parents. All have hardships. George and his parents paid his way with tacos and tamales.
First thing in the morning, we would grab everything, go to the church and set up, and then sell when every time the mass would finish. The people would come out and we would just sell all the food.
Francis, perhaps the world's most outspoken champion of migrants, and like them, a Latino, knows their struggle better than anyone, says Andres.
He realizes that we're all one people. There is no real borders in Christ. There's people, there's love, there's support.
World Youth Day is a snapshot of the church's future, says their parish priest, Father Raymond de Cepeda.
Whether they're from Latin countries, from Asian countries, from African countries. And so we're just blessed that this is the face of the church.
And a church that is also grappling with its legacy on youth and how to move forward. The Vatican says Pope Francis met behind closed doors with 13 survivors of clerical sex abuse inside the Vatican's embassy here in Lisbon. Later on, Pope Francis is expected to meet with up to 1 million Catholic youths from around the world at events that last through Sunday. Natalie?
Chris Livesay in Portugal for us. Thank you so much, Chris.